this second part, we are starting off with a couple of presentations which try to bring a little bit of creativity as maybe an antidote to plagiarism. We will start with 3 projects on which the Marconi University is involved. And I have the pleasure of introducing 2 more colleagues, Cristina Stefanelli, who will be our first speaker, and then Daniela Di Marco. They are both project managers in the International Project Office, and they will give us some information about the projects that they are managing at the moment and that include a good deal of creativity. So, Cristina.
Thanks, Francesco. So this presentation is about learning in virtual worlds and the creative aspects of virtual worlds and the new educational pathways. We will go through some definition of virtual worlds and virtual learning. Then we will present the Avatar project and the ST.ART project and our plans for the future and the Euroversity network. First, some definition about virtual worlds. A virtual world is a 3D virtual environment where users can interact and use and create objects. And users are represented by avatars. Avatars are graphic representations of a user in a virtual world. And avatar and users can use different communication media, such as text, graphical icons, visual gestures, and of course, sounds. Virtual worlds promote virtual learning that overcomes physical limits, that is a real-world simulation and allows role-playing. Virtual learning is the ideal environment for collaborative learning, role-playing, serious games, and learning by doing, and it's engaging. Actually, students find virtual worlds more attractive, and the learning process may be more effective. In this framework, we are working on the Avatar project, which is a 2-year project funded by the lifelong learning program Comenius. The aim of the project is to teach secondary school teachers to the use of virtual worlds in their classroom and in their learning scenarios. During the project, we created and delivered a moderated online course, the culmination of which was a project work created by teachers and experimented with their students in real settings. Avatar stands for added value of teaching in a virtual world. And it is a European co-founded project under the lifelong learning program Comenius.
Value of teaching in a virtual world. It's a European co-funded project under the Lifelong Learning Comenius program. The Avatar project.
During the first project phase, we conducted desk research and interviews with experts on virtual worlds, and we conducted a comparative analysis on existing virtual worlds to evaluate their characteristics for teaching and learning. The Avatar project designed a course which was delivered through an e-learning platform and a v-learning platform in Second Life. The v-learning platform is composed by an hub, which is the entry point of the Avatar estate. It is intended for giving information about the project and partners, destination available in Second Life, and short user guide to use the environment. The Resource Center offers textures and scripts and resources that teachers can use to create their learning scenario, and they are it's not plagiarism. They can use them. They are allowed to do that. And then we have the auditorium where presentation and seminars are carried out and conferences. The sandbox, which is the location where teachers can build their project work and their learning scenario, and the dissemination path for presenting and sharing activities in words. During the course, more than 120 secondary school teachers from Austria, Bulgaria, Denmark, Italy, and UK piloted the Avatar course from January to May 2011. The course is of 100 hours and is divided in two main parts. The first is the theoretical part, where teachers are taught on how to create objects, how to build learning scenarios, how to communicate, how to navigate around. And the second part involved teachers in building and realizing their learning scenario and their project work and experimenting them in many different disciplines with small groups of students. We had approximately 300 of pupils involved in the project works. Jens is a teacher from Denmark. He teaches English, multimedia, and ICT, and he believes that virtual words add an international dimension to language teaching. Claudia Malta is another participant of the Avatar course. He teaches Italian and literature and history in a technical institution in Italy, and he believes that competencies acquired with the Avatar experience may be transferred easily to many different contexts. Susanne is another teacher from the Avatar course. He teaches mathematics in Austria, and she believes that there are many useful resources to use in Word and to create learning scenarios. And Janka is another teacher of informatics and physics from Bulgaria, and she believes that students can learn through exploration of the resources available in Word, and they can build and collaborate, and they can travel through time and space. Isabella Donato is a teacher from Italy. He teaches Italian literature, and in particular, she has done a project work about Dante, and she believes that in virtual worlds, students can experience the emotion and learn in a new and motivating environment. And we all believe that virtual worlds are engaging, and it's up to your creativity to decide what to do and what to perform. The second presentation is an application and a very good way to use virtual worlds in a very creative way, and it's the ST.ART project. I leave the floor to Daniela.
Good afternoon. ST.ART project is a project realized in 3D virtual world, but not in Second Life as Avatar, but in OpenSim environment. OpenSim is another kind of 3D virtual world. It is an open source, and it is a server client. This project is funded by European Commission under the Comenius multilateral project, and it is focused, as the title said, on the street art. The University, Guglielmo Marconi, is the coordinator of a transversal partnership in which there are 8 partners from 5 countries, from Austria, Malta, Lithuania, United Kingdom, and a school, Italian school. The project wants to develop innovative material in street art because from our research it pointed out that the street art could be a topic of a topic of art school, but only some legislative framework, national framework, provides this topic as a school topic. But it is important topic for us because the street art is a last art trends, and it is near as a behavior of our students, because the students use many street art forms, but not always in a correct and legal way. So this project wants to develop learning material strictly connected with the art school program in order that teacher can use them in the school. But another thing, this topic is an art topic, is delivered in English language. So the target group are more kind of teacher, art teacher, ICT teacher, English teacher, and the second target group is the students of, especially students of secondary schools. Which are the objectives? First of all, know which are the street art forms and their message, because many street artists use the street art in order to say how which is own opinion concerning the politics, for example, and Shepard Fairey support Obama, for example, and Shepard Fairey is an important street artist. Then another objective is understand that the street art forms could be a tool for the qualification of urban environment, because it is only a photo, a real photo, and not imaging from our project. But you can see that it, the young codes, we can use the young codes, communication codes, in order to requalification our space, public spaces. This is an imaging of our project. The project wants to develop also the transversal competencies of the students, English language, digital competencies, because we use two technological environment, a learning platform, but also a 3D virtual world, but also help support the cultural awareness, but also entrepreneurship. In fact, in this project, we interviewed Mr. Cedar Wilson, that it is an artist, curator, also of the exhibition on the street art at Tate Modern of London. The course. The course was structured into two parts, theoretical part and technological part. Theoretical part is on e-learning platform with audio lesson in English, lecture notes, in which the teacher can use this material in all lesson plan. The second part is more practical and more funny for the students, in which they have to develop their artwork, but in a legal way. So the mayor of the city, this is our city, discuss with the students in order to develop and build together the ethical codes for the artists, in this Metropolis. So the ethical code was also required from our students because someone of them had a behavior not always correct. So this is project support also the citizen behavior in this kind of games, educational games. This is our imaging of concerning what the students develop. For each educational project, it's important the tools that you use, but it's important the role of the teacher in which these technological tools can be applied. Because if the teacher don't know which are the technological functionality of this platform or the other platform, and don't know better the contents and the educational contents that he can use, the learning process could be some difficulties. So this project, but I think all projects as plagiarism and the game that plagiarism want to support, focus on always on the role of the teacher and in which terms the teacher applied contents and technological tools. Could I have another minute? I'd like to see only 1 minute of a video concerning the ST.ART project. Yes. This is Metropolis, our city developed in 3D virtual world in OpenSim, and this is the artwork that our students developed. The city was divided into some parts, and the students was divided into this part of the town because they are much and they use all the functionalities of the city, and they build many things and develop many artworks. In fact, then they use all kind of the spaces, but in respect of the ethical code that they decide with the mayor of the city. Now, this is the project, the e-course was ending in May, but now we have that the students still build and develop many artworks again.
Let's log into the ST.ART
From this site you can see, if you are interested in the project, you can go in our website and participate and develop other artworks, listen our audio lesson concerning the street art and street artists. We want to develop another proposal as a continue of ST.ART project in ST.ART network because we want to improve contents and we want to change the 3D virtual world in Unity 3D virtual world because it is another kind of 3D virtual world better for the teacher because the teacher can use this city and its environment directly on PC, because Unity 3D is a client server. What's the next? There is another project that University.
Yes, the Euroversity. Euroversity network is. Grazie. The Euroversity network is a very new project that will be launched in December this year. It is a 3-year network. Actually, there are many European projects dealing with virtual worlds, both in the Avatar project and in the ST.ART project. We cross-cooperated with many of them, like the Avalon project, which is about teaching languages in Second Life, the NIFLAR project, and many others. And so we decided to put all these experience together, and the Commission has supported us with this new co-founded project. And we are 19 partners and many associated projects, and the Avatar and the ST.ART project are both associated projects. The aim of this network is, well, not only to put together all the experience, but also to provide a framework for the creation of a pan-European university in virtual worlds. So if you want to join the network, you are much than welcome. This is the online community running now. Take note of the website. And the project will be launched in December, so you will know more about the development of the project. Thanks for your attention.